Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good morning from all of us here at Grid Technologies. This is going to be our very first live Q&A session, and we hope to be able to answer some basic questions on GNet. So basically GNet 101. Our presenters are going to be Amir and Shahram, who's our account manager. You have most likely spoken to him already, and if you haven't, he's the person that you can contact with support questions, and he's always happy to help out. Basically, our format today is going to be as follows. Amir and Shahram are going to give you a basic run-through with all the key elements on the GNet dashboard, after which we're going to open up for the Q&A portion of this presentation. Please feel free to comment below with any questions that you may have, and we'll try to answer as many of them as possible. Again, thank you so much for being here. I am going to now pass you to Mr. Zafar.
Thank you, Yasmin.
Hi,
Hello,
Amir.
everybody.
Hi.
As Yasmin said, we're going to be doing some series on training sessions, focusing on different areas of GNet to help everyone get acquainted with how to use it. First and foremost, what is GNet and what is it used for? GNet is the product. Grid is the company that made the product. GNet is used mainly by transportation companies that do affiliate work. So if you have affiliates around the world and you do business with them and you send and receive reservations back and forth from each other, you should not be doing it over email anymore. You should not be doing it manually anymore. This should be done over GNet. It will save you lots of money and efforts and no mistakes. It's all automated and real time. So the idea was to connect the whole transportation industry to each other so they can do business in a much more efficient way, faster than anybody else, and especially these times that we're going against TNCs. So the way GNet works is it basically hooks into the back end of your reservation system. We work with your reservation software companies, and you decide who we do business with on the network. Obviously, these will be your own affiliates. It will save you lots of money and your reservations. Oh, I'm getting a little echo here too. I'm hearing myself. So the best way to go about it, I think, is to show how basically the GNet dashboard works. You're not supposed to really spend too much time on the GNet dashboard. The idea was that you use your own reservation system, stay in your reservation system, use your own driver app, use your own software the way it was, and not have to install anything new. Your partners on the other side of the world can track your car if you have a driver app, or you can do vice versa. So it really adds a lot of value from the perspective that no one has to do anything extra about it. It just works out of the box with your own software. I think I'm going to hand it over to Shahram to start with the basics of how the GNet portal works and how to navigate around the portal. And then from there, we'll answer any questions you guys have, okay? So let's go to Shahram and see what he's got for us. Hi, Shahram.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Amir, for the introduction. And basically, I'm going to go over a brief overview of what the GNet dashboard looks like. And we're going to go over some of the basic features today. We're going to have another session to go over some of the advanced features. But for today, the main thing I wanted to go over with is what you see when you log into the GNet dashboard. So this is what you see when you come into the GNet dashboard. This is a GNet test account. And at the top, you'll see some of the key notifications here, active reservations. So this is a brief overview of what's going on in your account. You have some tabs on the left-hand side. I'm going to go over these in more detail with you, but This is basically what you find when you log into the GNet account. So to go over some of the details, the dashboard is basically an overview. So this is exactly what you see, how many partner requests you have, your active reservations. If you want to go to see your recent reservations, you simply click on the arrows and it takes you to the next tab down here, reservations page. Um, Again, this shows you quickly what's going on your account. You have 9 current reservations incoming. It shows you outgoing reservations. If you click on any of these, it gives you some additional details on that reservation. Now this GNet portal kind of goes over the basics of each reservation for you. You don't have to go in here to send or receive reservations. Everything is still done on your reservation system. So um, your reservation system will give you much better details on each reservation. But this is basically an overview to monitor what reservations did go through GNet. You can come into this GNet reservations tab and follow all the reservations per line. Um, the next tab down, Farmhouse, is an advanced feature we're going to go over at a later session, but the concept is that you send a reservation out to multiple affiliates instead of directing them to one. So we'll go over that in more details at a later session. If anybody has questions on it, if you can ask us and we can get back to you before our next session. But the Farmhouse and Get quotations are a bit more advanced features that we're going to get into again at our next session. Um, Get quotations briefly is where your affiliates allow you to check their rates, and you can come in here and check the rates on a specific ride before you send them a reservation. So it's a little it takes a little bit of a setup, and you have to make sure that your affiliates have allowed you to have access. So that's the first step. But again, we're going to go over this in more detail at a later session. Um, the main portion on GNet, like Amir referred to, is working with your affiliates, and finding affiliates worldwide are done through this GNet directory tab and live map. So I'm going to go over this main item, GNet directory. So this is where you find partners worldwide. All the affiliates on GNet, you can find them on this page right here through the search field. Now, the search field is used when you know the name of the company you're looking for, or you can search by city, by state, and also airports that they service.
Can
So
you
if you
search
look,
an LAX? Can you do an LAX search, for
sure.
example?
So LAX, you put in there, you'll see all the companies that are uh,
Serving the LAX.
service
That's pretty
there.
good.
There's quite a few of them. So
Can
once
you
you,
can you click on one of them? And what happens if you click on one of these guys?
if you click, it gives you the details of that company. So you see their company information, where they're located, their contact phone number, and the email, and basically grid ID as well, which we'll get to that later on. But
Mhm.
but it basically gives you the company profile.
Got it.
Yeah. And once, if you want to send them a request, you can send a request just by pressing the send request button. So what
Okay.
happens is, um, again, this is how you find a company that either you know their company name, you can type in their company name, or search by city, state, country, or airports. Um, Once you hit send request, they will get a request on their GNet portal, as well as they will receive an email that you want to connect with them on GNet. and then you can accept that request by going into the partners page. But before getting to the partners page, I wanted to go over the way that you find and you add partners. Now, that's done through going to the live map. Once you go to the live map, it usually opens up an area where you are. You click on the GNet members box, and what that does, it opens up the companies that are registered and active on GNet. So you'll see a few bulbs, dots. Blue dots are companies that are registered on GNet, but not active. So they have not done any kind of a transaction yet. Um, Blue dots with a yellow bulb are live members, which means they have done transactions on GNet. They're familiar with how to work on GNet. And the red dots are distributors. Distributors are typically websites where they advertise for limo service, they receive reservations, and they farm them out. So this is how you can find companies worldwide. You can zoom in, zoom out, go through the whole world. We are currently in 46 countries, over 1,300 members. So what happens is when you also click uh, on a dot, I'm just using this as an example, it opens up the company profile, and you can send a request for them to join you, to connect with you on GNet right here by pressing this blue icon called send affiliate request. So so this is again the second way that you find partners and you send a request to add them on GNet. So we've gone over the GNet directory and live map. And what happens next is go to the partners page. And in the partners page, we get a little bit more information as far as the sent invitations, if companies who have received if we have received invitations from companies. So this is where you go ahead and add or accept your invitations.
Can
Once
you
you have
show, can you show a received invitation, like what it would look like?
Sure. If you click on received invitations, this is again the GNet test account. So we have some of our affiliates that had sent us requests that for testing purposes. So let's say we go to the first one, Atlantic Limousine. For us to accept that, that's all we do. We press accept. We're
Okay.
we're we're connected now.
So then the tab just we're back into affiliate tab. I see.
Yes. So once you're in affiliate partners, this is where you want to be. Uh, this is where the GNet um, basically engine comes in. Your affiliate partners are on this page, and the next thing you need to do is the most important part. Is when you click on any one of these lines, you get the company information, and you have a few boxes here which I will go over with. But the most important part is this little pink field here. This is how you set up a company in GNet profile. So in order for you to receive reservations from this company, you need to basically go into your reservation system. You create this company as a customer or as an account. You get an account number on your reservation system. You put it in this pink field and you hit save. So that's the key portion of what it takes to be able to receive a reservation on GNet. Once you fill out this pink field and save, from then on, you will be able to receive from that company. You don't have to do anything else. There's not a whole lot more to do. There's give quotation access is a feature where if you check the box and you save it, what you're doing is you're allowing that company to check the rates that you have set up in your reservation system before they send you a reservation. It's not required. If it's not checked, you can still get reservations and it will flow through your reservation system. Uh, so this again is the key part of getting reservations on GNet. Once you have done this on one customer, you'll see how easy it is. And just again, reservations will come in all day long from that affiliate without you having to do anything else. The whole idea of GNet is this dashboard is for you to spend as little time as possible. You go get your accounts, you add your accounts through GNet directory live map. You come in here to affiliate partners, you fill out that pink field, you save it, and you're basically done. So that's how you set up an affiliate in order to receive reservations. Um, Now the next thing is going through your company setup, and if we go to the administration tab, the first option, company profile, is what people see when they find you on GNet. So every tab is important. You want to make sure everything you've done here is accurate, updated, starting with the company name, your address, who's the affiliate manager, having the airports that you service. These are very important. So when affiliates are looking for you for an affiliate in your area, if they put in LAX or JFK, your name will come up like we showed you previously. Um, so make sure you add in all the airports that you service. Another way people find you are search keywords. So if you're doing anything special, you can put in any keywords that might stick out. So make sure you fill out that part as best as you can. NLA member, if you're an NLA member, you put in your NLA membership number here and make sure anything you do on this page, actually you have to hit this save up here. Once you add your NLA membership number, you will get a 5% credit anytime you add any charges to your account, GNet account. So NLA will provide you a 5% discount basically on the GNet services. Um, the next couple of tabs up here, one of the most important ones are email alerts. If you go to email alerts, this is where your any email with any changes on any reservations will come through. So this is very important up here to make sure all of these fields are updated. You can add additional emails. So let's say on a new trip alert, if in case you get a new trip, first of all, you get it on your reservation system. You will also get it, you will also receive an email on the email that you have set up here. If you need to add additional emails, you can do that by just pressing a comma, adding another email, and basically saving that. And there's the save button. So you can have multiple emails on any of these fields. Um,
Can you add support at grdd.net maybe or something?
Sure. We can put this is our main email where multiple get it. So once you add support at grdd.net, save it.
So you can put comma, 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 comma,
Yeah,
as many email addresses as you want.
correct.
Right.
So make sure you update all of these. One thing that is very important is if you receive an email from GNet, it's probably important. Um, We don't send you any emails unless there's an issue you need to address. It could be an update, it could be a cancel. So make sure if you get an email from GNet to check it, because it's important. Um, so that's more or less about it on this page. The farmhouse, again, we're going to get into at a later session. Locations also, actually, if you have additional locations, you can add them here. What we require is that they're actually an address where you have cars, where you have a fleet. So once you add, you can put in the location name, like the name of the city, second city that you have cars in, the physical address. It cannot be a PO box, but if you add the physical street address, you will have another dot on the map. So this is where you will add your additional locations. Then the next step down on the administration and company profile is the billing. So the way GNet works is we require that you have a credit card on file in order for reservations to flow through. There are two options on here: add credit and manage auto pay. Add credit is for basically high-end users who have a lot of traffic. They do a lot of reservations, and these are the amounts you can basically select. And you basically add your credit card, and that's what they will charge. Basically, your credit card. Depending on your reservation, each reservation is between 50 cents to $1. So you will basically get when you add $100, if you receive your first reservation, you will have $99 credit left. um, so again, this is for the high-end users. The better option these days is if you go to manage auto pay, and as long as you just add a card, you will not get charged anything until you receive your first reservation. um, Once you receive your first reservation, I'm going to close out of here, but as soon as you add a card, once you receive your first reservation, you will get charged $50, and $49 credit will be left because of that one reservation. So the next 49 times, your credit card will not get charged, and you don't pay anything. So basically, go to manage auto pay and make sure you add a credit card and just save it. That's all that needs to be done as far as the billing. Um,
Shahram, can you explain also cancellations and
Yes, good point. Thank you. So, Gina, when you get charged when a reservation is submitted. So, let's say you receive a reservation from your affiliate, you do get charged 50 cents or $1, depending on your reservation system. Now, if you cancel it, then you will get credited that dollar back. So, make sure if you receive a reservation that you cannot accept it, make sure you cancel or reject it. Don't delete that reservation. So, yeah, just make sure you either accept it. If you accept it, then you get charged that dollar or the 50 cents. But if you reject it or cancel, then you don't.
So traditionally, a lot of companies, what they do is when a reservation gets canceled, they just delete the reservation because they think it's not necessary. If it's coming through GNet, uh, it would be best practice to first set it to cancel and then delete it if you want, but don't delete it because you're deleting your $1 basically that you could have been credited back.
Right. All right. So hopefully that goes over the billing portion. Um, More or less, the last thing I wanted to go over with is user management. This is where you have your authorized users who can access the GNet dashboard in case you need to add any additional users. If you go to the add user, you'll see the chart where you need to fill out their information. The most important part is obviously the user ID, name, email, phone. The role, you have user and manager. The manager has access to all tabs here on GNet. The user does not have access to the company profile. So they can go in and add partners, find partners, put in the account number in the pink field and all of that, but they don't have access to the company profile. Um, and the vehicle types and vehicle type comparison, those are also an advanced feature. In most cases are not necessary. There's only a couple of reservation systems that require these to be completed, but in most cases you don't have to have any of these completed in order to receive reservations. So having said that, it's more or less basically the basics of this GNet dashboard. This is what I've gone over, is how you receive reservations, how you book commutes. Um, Another point is for farming out. You farm out using your reservation system. In most cases, all the instructions come from your reservation system. They will need your GNet ID, which you can find on the upper left-hand corner, and that for farming out, it's best to contact your reservation system to get the complete set of instructions, the latest updates. Other than that, I will pass this on back to Yasmin to open up for questions, and then Amir and I will be able to answer any questions.
That's right. Thank you.
Hi, guys. Hi. Thank you so much, Shahram. I really appreciate all the information you put out there. I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody who's here. I'm seeing Michael Barreto. Hi, Michael. I'm seeing Switzerland. My goodness. Hi, Switzerland. I'm seeing Jess Sandu, Richard de Krieger from the Netherlands. Hi, everybody. I am going to open the floor up to questions. I'm not seeing any at the moment, so maybe we've done a really, really good job. But you can ask anything, as far as perhaps maybe let us know what areas need more explanation. Amir, I see you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Richard had asked before, had reached out, wanted to know about Farmhouse. A lot of people wanted to know about Farmhouse, I think. So we decided that we're going to put a special session specifically to explain how it works. Every one of these pieces that Shahram went through today are going to be, we're going to get into more details on how to use them. Farmhouse is auto farmhouse, so it will probably get a lot of efficiency for your operations to be able to do that. So we'll get into that. There is also the quotations, which we're going to have a whole session on how you do quotations with each other, what you need to set up on your system. Rate tables didn't matter before because you only had to look at them yourself, but now rate tables are going to be queried over the internet over your system. So your partner can come and see, hey, what's my price for airport pickup to downtown? They don't have to call you anymore. They can just do a query over this quotation page and get their price. That's the price you set for them. You can set prices for your partners depending on the discount level you want to give them, and you create a different rate matrix for each one. So every reservation system that we're connected to has almost this capability where you can set pricing for your partner. I think that's where we're going to be on the next session. This was mainly just going around the dashboard, showing what the menu options are, how do you use it, and mainly who it's from. I see a question here. Um, uh, well, a, 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 an affiliate who wants to send you business really is a customer. Their customer is maybe the passenger, maybe not even, right? So, for example, Black Tie will be a customer to you if they're sending you reservations. So you have to create a customer account number for them, Black Tie Limousine, blah, 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 and then put that put their account number in the pink field where Shahram was showing on GNet. That's your partner. You click on Black Tie, you put in the pink field, you put their account number, save. Every time they send you reservations from now on, it goes under that account number. Okay, so that's basically how it will work. I hope I answered that question correctly. Quotation
There's a question
add-on.
from Richard. Yes.
You mean the quotation tool that they have created on top of the rates? If that's what you mean, yes, we have actually talked to them about it. We're setting up to be able to query the add-ons quotations tool, so you can get the rates out of your Limo Anywhere system. Yes, we started talking about that.
I think Jess has a question about the quoting tool. Can you elaborate, please?
So while he elaborates, the quotation tool that we have is to reduce the time you spend calling your partners just to figure out what your rate was, just in case you were not sure. That time could be shortened down to like less than 30 seconds of typing in pick up, drop off, number of passengers, vehicle type, and pointing to the partner that you want to get the price from, and it will come back and tell you how much. It's a matter of 30 seconds.
And is the quoting, Amir, is the quoting tool live and ready to be used right now, or?
Yes, the quoting tool is live. The work that Shahram was talking about is every company needs to go in and create rate tables that are accurate, and they point their partner to that rate table, and then they can tell the partner, check your rates. You don't have to call me anymore. That's the work is in the rate table creation.
Thank you. We also have a question from Winnie. How will we handle custom rates?
I believe with the rate tables that most systems have, you can have a specific rate matrix set aside for a particular pricing. We have a corporate client that wants much, much better discounts, or they want flat pricing, or whatever it is. So you could create all that under a rate table setting within your system. Most of these reservation systems were connected to have this feature designed in one way or another, but they have it. And then that would be your custom rate within that rate table. And you point your partner or your client to that rate table and say, from now on, I'm going to apply these rates to them. And even if they do price check, they will get that.
Okay, so if there's any questions, Winnie, regarding the custom rates, if you have any further questions, I think Shahram or Amir will be happy to answer that. You can send them an email, support@grdd.net. We have a question here from Ken Carter. Hi, Ken. It's always good to have you around. Your question, how can we identify which affiliate account to map if we have two customer accounts with the same name, different markets, but the same name?
It's by account number. So hopefully that would be unique. So if you have two customers with the same name, when you look them up in Limo, I think that's Limo Anywhere. When you look them up on Limo Anywhere, you will see the two of them. Obviously, they have the same name, so you get two popped up. One is in Florida, the other one is in Kansas, let's say. And then when you click on the one you want, when it pops up, you get the account number on the top right of your Limo Anywhere, and that's the one. That's the account number I'm going to assign on GNet to them. I hope I got that. Now, a more advanced answer. A CAN could receive reservations from an affiliate under two different accounts. Between dispatch systems, it's not ready yet, but we have opened up to API connections, and they do this actually. With the API, can receive a reservation from company A, who does business with them, and company A can send a reservation and say, put this under account number 123, which is our airline accounts, and put this other trip under account number 222, which is our regular account with you. So Ken could have actually a dual kind of a deal with the partner and say, I'm going to do your airport trips or this airline related trips for cheaper, and I'm going to do regular trips for this much, and just define to me which one is which, so I give you the right price. So the sender just says, I want you to use account A, or I want you to use account B. That is possible from the API level, but from a dispatch system to another dispatch system, I don't think that feature is yet available. I just wanted to throw that in.
Okay, thank you so much, Amir. I am looking, there's no further questions at the moment. Hold on just a second. I just wanted to say that I'm seeing a lot of comments from people, but their name is not coming up. Oh, okay, here we have another one. It just says Facebook user. I think StreamYard, which is what we're using to do this presentation, it needs you to give a permission for them to use your name. So I'm sorry if I can't name you. I'm just seeing Facebook user. Somebody is asking, is the $50 the minimum amount to put into the credit balance? I use Limo Anywhere and usually use Limo Anywhere Net and don't need GNet, but some other affiliates need or could be connected via GNet. So I would like to use and trial without spending $50 initially. Can we say $20? Is that possible? Amir?
Yeah, it's a matter of the credit card company and the interest rates you pay. If we're going to pay a lot higher interest and all that if we break down our spending to, like, people can spend $5 at a time or $10 at a time. The best number we got to was 50, and honestly, most people who have deposited their 50, in no time they get 50 reservations, and they're asking to deposit another 50. I mean, hopefully you will have that problem, rather than not enough, right? There's quite a lot of push from a lot of bigger companies that distribute to use GNet. Everybody's saving money and time. Ken himself has done an analysis in his office, and between $8 to $13 an hour, actually between $8 to $13 a reservation, they're saving by using GNet and paying the 50 cents or $1 they're paying. So it will pay for itself, and hopefully you will get more, because you will be favored if you're on GNet and receiving reservations. You will probably get more reservations because you're automated, right?
Yes. I think that the other thing to point out, if it wasn't pointed out already, is that the money that you put in, the $50 that you would put in, you're not actually spending it until you're using it. So it's sitting there. Am I correct, Amir? Is that correct?
Yeah. It's not going to expire. Right?
Okay,
it will
so it's
sit there. Yeah. And,
okay.
basically, we haven't seen many companies that started off on GNet and kind of paused and never did anything after it. It just, they just saw the value and they save money.
Okay, and I think that was Stuart Crowther. Thank you so much
Thank you,
for your
Stuart.
name and the question. Let's see, Richard again. I had a new affiliate, but in using an alias in Limo Anywhere, it doesn't show up with that.
Oh, huh. You may want to send an email to our support, and they do a little query on the background to see where they can find them for you.
Okay. Let's see. Ken, once you get this rolling, you will see a lot of efficiencies, and this will change the way you accept trips. Thank you so much for that, Ken. I also noticed Randy Allen had posted recently looking for an affiliate and requested that they be on GNet. So that was good to see. And I also want to point and give a big yay thumbs up to Mark Kinney. Apparently he had a very, very huge reservation. And just so that you know, it doesn't matter if your reservation is $50 or $5,000, you just still pay the 50 cents or $1. So hopefully that brings value. Jess, Santa Cruz, any updates? Amir?
We're still looking forward to getting them connected. The ball is in their court. Honestly, we get asked this question so many times, and We wish we could say yes.
We're here, Santa Cruz. Come join the party. We're waiting for
I wish we
you.
could say yes. It's up to
We
them.
promise
It
it'll
really
be
is up to
fun.
them. Yeah.
Okay.
They're in control of that. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, I think at this point there's no further questions, but I just wanted to point out if there are any questions beyond the presentation, this video will be saved on our GNet users page. So, for future reference and whatnot. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to type them in there and we'll make sure to get back and answer every single question. Okay, one last one here. Facebook user asks, hi, Yasmin and Amir, is chauffeur drive systems far away from integration? I think that would be a question for Amir. CDS, right?
Speaking, we've been talking to them actually. That they're getting prepared, and once we get going, we're usually dropping reservations on the other side within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So for the other side to be able to receive reservations is a really short period. Chauffeur drive systems, we've gotten to the preparation part. We've swapped documents and how do we integrate and everything else. But the development hasn't started yet. Once the development starts, you're talking 2 to 3 weeks before you receive reservations.
All righty. Thank you again. Okay, guys. So I think with that, we're going to end this session. Again, I'd like to thank everybody who came to join us. We're very, very happy to see you here. We're always here to help. And we look forward to seeing you in our next session. Please stay tuned. I'll be announcing it on our GNet users private group page. And I hope everyone stays safe and stays strong. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.